Hi there, Loy Machedo Sweeney from LoyMachedo.com, who's Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding. Today the date is 6th February 2018. Time right now is 5:10 in the evening. Now, I thought I'd share a few thoughts with you as I start my day. Just random thoughts that I thought would be pretty useful for my fans and followers, the guys who are pretty dedicated to watching videos every day. I'm doing this for you. So just a request, if you enjoy this content, please do like it. Please do comment, even if you just say a simple, like the video, this is what I liked, this is what I learned, that would be good enough. And do share the content if you find it useful, because it's more like I share all this content for you, and you enjoy it, and the only support that I'm asking you is just share it on your social media or like it and comment. So that's it. Anyway, the first thing that I wanted to share with you is the fact that lately I've been following a very strange sleeping pattern. Really strange. I mean, I don't know why this is. Can't seem to explain it, but it's just happening. So what is the sleeping pattern that I've developed? The pattern that I've developed is like I get up, literally I get up at 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I get up at this time. By the time I'm ready, that is after my morning routine or just getting fresh, having my cup of espresso. Once after that is done, what I tend to do is I go through the day, and somewhere around, I think it's somewhere around 10 o'clock, I start feeling sleepy again. 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, I start feeling sleepy. And then I go to sleep at around 12. Okay, so mind you, I go to sleep at 12 o'clock, and very strangely, I get up at 1 o'clock. Or I get up at 12:30. I just sleep for 30 minutes or 45 minutes, or maybe sometimes even 20 minutes. So I just close my eyes, I try to sleep. Obviously, there is always the case where my wife gives me a hug, and I don't want to deny her those small little pleasures of sharing her emotions and feelings. So even though she's burning hot, and even though I'm trying to get my proper deep sleep. When you're talking deep sleep, you don't do anything. You just lie down. Nothing is touching you. Even the wind is not blowing. It's total silence. Or you're listening to a static noise. There are these apps which I recommend. They are for free. It's like it's called Relax, R-E-L-A. I'll give you the exact name of the app. The app that I'm talking to you about is Relax Melodies, R-E-L-A-X. Let me just see if you can see this. Wait one second. If you can see, yes, you can see this Relax Melodies. I'll share it with you. I might give you a link below. Let me show you once again. So Relax Melodies is the name of the app. This is the app. It gets too bright. Yeah, Relax Melodies, as you can see. So it gives you a static noise. Let me just make you listen to it. So for example, some of the kinds of tunes that I like to listen on this app, there are different there are different selections that you have. One of them is the one that I like is Eternal. This is Eternal. You can't see it; it's too small. So let me see if you can hear it. Okay, so this is like a very soothing tune. Sometimes I listen to something like monk chant. It's called monk chant. So it shows the face of a monk. I don't know if you can see it here. Yeah, you can see it, but I need to play around with the lighting. Yeah. So this one is monk chant. Okay, and it sounds like this. So monk chant. Yeah, this is how it sounds. Okay, so it goes like this. So this is a monk chant. The other one which I've really found out is kind of nice, which I kind of like sometimes, is this static noise. This one is rather strange, because what it does is it just gives you the static noise. Let me tell you where it is. Yeah, there is one called pink noise. There's one called brown noise. So I'll just make you listen to first the pink noise. So this is pink noise, and brown noise is, it's like a low hum. And then there are ones like pretty good stuff, like there's something like joy. So it's, there's a good selection of tunes here, whereby, you can just go into the zone. So I listen to these particular tunes. You even have ancestral. So really good stuff. So normally when I get into my deep sleep, which I want, I listen to any one of these tunes and I let myself go. Sometimes I wonder whether I really slept off. Did I sleep? Did I not sleep? The proof of this is when I do suddenly wake up, or when I ask myself, did I sleep? And I look at the time and I realize, fine, 15 minutes or 20 minutes have gone and I've not realized. So then I know that yes, I have gone to sleep. So, but what happens is when my wife suddenly gives me a hug, or she puts her leg on top of me or a hand on top of me, and she's hugging me and she's, telling me she loves me, or I can't actually get the proper sleep that I want. So it's okay. I guess this is part of being part of being in a family, and I can wonder what will happen when I have my own baby. So that'll be a massive challenge, because after I get my own baby, I guess I will not be able to do that. The solution for this is pretty simple. When I do have a baby, I would, put my bedding here. I would sleep here, have my deep sleep, and get the answers to it. So there are solutions. It's not that there are none. So, like I was telling you, after I go to sleep for that half an hour, I realize that I cannot sleep, and I'm forcing myself to sleep. So this is something you should not do. That is, force yourself to sleep, because your body is not feeling sleepy. So then I get up. I normally just wash my face with cold water, have once again an espresso. I have a little rather strong one. And then I sit down in this room and I start doing my work. And this is the part that is strange, because once I do that, I feel as if my brain has kind of reset itself. I feel in the zone again. I feel I'm able to focus. And then I'm able to go for another 3 to 4 hours, maximum of 6 to 8, where I'm able to do my work. And that is where, if you notice, I put a lot of content, video as well as articles. Now, the part that is strange is I've been doing this broken, fragmented style of sleeping for the past week. I do not know why. I get up at 3 o'clock. I go to sleep at 10 o'clock. Get up once again at 11 or 12. I sleep just half an hour. And then I get up again, and then I'm active. So, I'm just experimenting with this to see where does it go, because I'm not too sure. However, the one thing which I've noticed is when I do sleep and I get up, once after I get up, I'm really in the zone. It's like I've just reset my brains. I'm able to think clearly. I'm able to work much more, in a much more better manner. I'm more focused, and I'm able to deliver better results. So, you can try this out if you want. I'm not too sure whether you'd like to do it or you'd not like to do it, but give it a try. So this is a sleeping pattern. So if you have something important, or something where you need to be very creative, or you need to contribute something that is really of essence, I would say sleep for some time, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I've given you the app that is Relaxed Melodies. I have the session for 20 minutes to half an hour. Reset your brains. And then once you wake up, always, I'm a caffeine guy, so I don't know if you'd like to be that. Have your coffee, have your caffeine. Sometimes I take crisps, just munch, so I don't have to get up. Or I take, tamarind. I kind of like tamarind. So it just is there, the taste is there in my mouth, because I just like to keep munching a little. Don't have a full meal. That will mess up your system. And then start doing the work. Just make sure that the chatting bit is out. this is something that really messes me up, which is not so productive, is when I have my WhatsApp chat on my screen, or I have the messenger. Yeah, another problem is my game. There's constant distraction, and I kind of hate these idiots who keep sending me questions and rubbish. Oh, Loy, my girlfriend dumped me. Help me. Oh, I failed. Oh, I don't feel like studying. I just close down this window, and sometimes they say, "Hey, why the hell are you so rude, man? Hey, why the hell are you so rude?" Yeah, I'm fucking rude because I'm doing professional work here. I'm a professional. I'm generating content. My experience of so many years, I'm putting it out there. And you're this bum who is just 15 years or 17 years old piece of shit who is asking me with his periods and his menstrual issues of my girlfriend dumped me, or my mommy, daddy don't love me, I'm confused. Go fuck off, man. You don't pay me any money. So why the hell should I even, listen to you? People think that they have this right where they can ask me for favors, where they can ask me for my time, and I have to be polite. I don't have to be polite to you pieces of shit who are freeloaders, who don't earn any money, who are bums. Go fuck yourself. I mean, why should I? Why should I? Do you think any CEO, any professional, or anybody would take you seriously? If there is, go to them. Don't come to me. People just distract me, take my time. There was this idiot who is, I think, 22 years old. Loy, I've set up this freelance service. I'm not getting any customers. Boo hoo hoo. He kept sending me messages or messages or messages. And finally, I got so pissed off with him. I said, okay, fine. Tell me what you want. And then he says, oh, Loy, please, I've been putting this, advertising my services. Nobody's giving me. So I answered him and I told him that, do what I've been doing. I've given almost 11 years of free content, 6 years full-time. Give 1 year of free content and eventually you will get a customer or you'll get references. So that's how we do. So then, yeah, thank you, Lloyd. Thank you so much. You guided me. Fine. So I said, okay, upload my bloody answers. Don't just give me, hey, thank you. No, show me by, I give you my time, spend a few minutes, upload a couple of answers. I told him that. And then this guy he just vanishes. So then, I know these pieces of shit. I know these bums. So later on, after I finished 1 hour of putting focused content, so I just ragged him and I said, oh, so how many uploads did you give me? So he's like, oh, I will be giving you the uploads. I'm busy right now. Oh, wow, suddenly you're busy. Okay. So then I didn't bother. After that, he had this audacity to send me, oh, I thought you're better than that. I thought you're better than that. You shouldn't be asking for upvotes. You shouldn't be asking us to like, if your content is good enough. You fucking piece of shit. You absolute turd. You slimy, scum of this planet. You wanted my expertise and I gave you my time. And now when I'm asking you to give me just a few upvotes or likes or shares, you're giving me a fucking lecture. So I let him know that, I don't need your fucking upvotes and your likes. So, I have gone through the worst of worst. I don't need you, you piece of shit. And then he says, hey, why are you so rude, huh? Why are you so rude? I just told him, how old are you? He says 22. Then I asked him, do I need you? He said, excuse me, where is this conversation going? I just blocked him off. People don't use their head and they're so fucking ungrateful. I mean, when they ask you for help, you're supposed to help them. But after you help them, then they give you a lecture as to why they should not give you an upvote or like. So that's what I really hate. It's like, when you send me these requests, even I should be telling you, if you're good enough, then maybe somebody will help you for free. Stop asking for free. And then you get these guys who keep saying, Law, your content is so good. I know I want to donate a little bit of money, but, I have this question. I have this one figgity faggot who said, Law, I'm sending you $5. I was like, okay, cool. You send me $5. And Then he had these questions which he just asked, simple questions, nothing related to a massive thing like, why do you think about this? So given the fact that he was contributing to my channel, I said, okay, fine. I just answered it, and I said, yeah, this is how you can pay me. After that, he vanished. So once again, I got duped. And then you had this other guy who said, Loy, I want to donate. I want to give you, how can I do this? So I gave him the details. And then once again, he just said, I just have a couple of questions. Answered the questions, then he vanished. It's when people take advantage of your kindness, when people manipulate the sense of decency that you have, that's where you stop being nice to people. That's where you stop helping other people. It's manipulators like these who really deserve to be named and shamed. It's not a question of $5. It's a question of integrity. It's a question of taking advantage of someone who's being nice to you. So that is why I don't help anyone for free. When you get people like this who ask you for your time and you give them advice and you do something for them, and then when you ask them, just give me upvotes, just give me likes, or just give me shares, they give you a lecture and say, if you're so good, people will share, people will like. I wish it was, I wish it was so easy. I wish it was put up content there and people will automatically like, people will automatically share. I wish I didn't have to ask. I'll tell you honestly, being very truthful, I wish I didn't have to fucking ask. I don't like asking. I just don't like asking. Hey, can you like my content? Can you share my content? You think I'm enjoying asking you this? No, I'm not enjoying asking you this. I feel like telling you fuck off. That's what I feel like telling you. But the reason I ask you this is because YouTube has its policies where it does not share your content which you're given for free to other people, making your user base grow. You can't pay money, you can't advertise, you can't do anything unless you pump in massive amounts of dollars into the YouTube search engine and then they advertise. So as it is, I'm giving free content. As it is, I spend so much time giving free articles. I don't want to keep spending money. So by just asking someone to just press like, just share. Even when you ask them this, they cringe. Then why are you coming and asking me for help, you motherfucker? I really hope that you suffer, that you don't have any job, that you're a retard on the streets. That'll be nice. That'll be nice, because when you suffer, then you come back, oh Lord, help me, please help me. Oh, I'm suffering now. Yeah, you deserve that piece of shit. That's what you deserve for not supporting anyone, It's like these guys, they don't want to help anyone, but you have to help them. They don't want to give any money, but you have to give them money. When they enjoy going to the bar, drinking, impressing their girlfriends, taking a loan and buying a car, going for a holiday, they don't think of you. But when they go through a tough time, oh Lord, life is so unfair. God is not listening to me. Can you help me? My goodness. These are the kinds of people that you meet. Retards. Fucking retards. This is the society for you. They will use you when they want you. But when you ask them something really small, just like my channel, share my content, put a comment. Lord, if you are so good, you are so good, why should you ask? You shouldn't ask, Lord. I'm 22 years old, I'm a piece of shit. I don't have any followers, subscribers. I earn nothing, even not in 1%, but I'll give you advice. I'll give you advice, okay? Free advice. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so that's one more thing. Apart from this, I also wanted to share with you another piece of advice, that is the necessity for keeping things clean and in order. I obviously can't show you the photograph. I'll try to put a photograph of my workstation so that you can see. I keep my workstation really clean. I really keep it clean. The reason I keep it clean is because, when you keep your workstation clean and you get up, in the morning and you look at your workstation and you know that it's clean, it kind of gives you the sense of respect. It's like you go, I watched this documentary of this Japanese chef. I'm not too sure. It's a Japanese restaurant. I'll get you the name if I can later, or I'll put it in the description. I watched this documentary whereby this guy, what he did was, he has one of the world's most expensive restaurants, okay? What makes this restaurant so unique is none of the ingredients are taken from processed food or plastic. It's all taken from the forest. All the ingredients, whether it's even salt, whether it's even sugar, whether it's sweet taste, sour taste, it's taken from the forest. Natural, whether it's a tree bark or whether it's leaves, whether it's even dewdrops. So they get it from the forest. And they research for years and years before making a particular dish. You can imagine, it's like a 2-year waiting period just to get into this restaurant. So that is the amount of work that they put, the work ethics. But that was not what kind of really shocked me. What really shocked me was a kitchen is normally dirty with a lot of grease and oil and humidity and water. After they would finish the day, these guys, including the main owner, the chef, they would literally scrub this place down so sparkling and so clean that, when he was cleaning, if he was cleaning something, he would be putting his face so close to the counter and scrubbing it this way, literally scrubbing it this way, and he would, just make sure that it's clean. And once he would see it gleaming, only then he would stop. And he would clean the entire kitchen masterfully. In fact, if there was a knife and it's slightly dented, he would make sure that he would throw this knife away. It really shocked me. I was like, wow. Every spoon, let me close this window. I got a notification. Okay. Every spoon, every fork, every utensil, even the frying pan, he would make sure it was almost like brand new. He would clean it in such a manner. I was so impressed by this. I mean, until that day, I used to just dump things like my pen would be here, paper would be here, cell phone would be here, breadcrumbs would be here, my chips would be here, my coffee cup would be here, papers would be lying around. The whole thing would be a mess. I would get up, come back the next day, dust would be there. I wouldn't give a damn. But today, ever since I watched that documentary, ever since I've seen that, the minute I finish my work, you might be surprised when I tell you this, I clean the whole place up. I make sure everything is kept proper. I dust it. I have this, spray. I have a brand new cloth. I clean everything. I keep everything in order. Everything in order. I make sure perfect. And only then I go and sleep. Sometimes, I'll tell you, sometimes it's really such a fucking challenge, especially when when my wife keeps her bedding here and there are, bits and pieces of little food lying around. I wish I could just clean it off. Sometimes I do get lazy, I'll tell you that. But when I get up in the morning, the first thing is, it has to be clean. My wife has clear-cut instructions that it has to be clean perfectly, spick and span, and only when it's perfect, absolutely perfect, in order, only then I start work. And that is why today, even though I think I got up at 3 o'clock, by the time I've started my recording, it's nearly 5. Because the 2 hours were spent to keep this clean. And I kind of got angry with my wife. I kind of got angry because when I woke up, things are not up to the mark. And when I went to the kitchen, there were ants walking around. Well, you might say, Law, you're living in a forest, there are ants. No. In my house, when I was alone, there were no ants. So there were ants there. The veranda where she lies down, there was food, bits of food, and there was coffee, and there was fruits which she gave to the dog. And I got angry with her because some of the expensive fruits that I bought for her, for the baby, she was giving to the dogs. And I was like, what are you doing, Yeah, we are not one of those Western, folks or those Japanese who spend $15,000 to get their dogs married. I work hard for the stuff that I buy. I was a guy who was on the streets, was eating from the dustbin. Here you're giving fruits, which I spend a lot of money. You're giving to a dog. Dog is supposed to eat dog food, Dog is supposed to eat meat. Dog is not, my Chihuahua is not supposed to eat expensive cheese that I bought for me, expensive fruits that I bought for you. I mean, I'm sorry, if you feel a dog is supposed to eat expensive food that a human being is supposed to eat, I would really appreciate if you can donate to my channel. Give me your hard-earned money. I will give good expensive caviar or lobsters from your money. But my money, I'm sorry, I worked very hard for it. Each and every penny counts. So I was pissed off with her with that. That was number one. The second thing which I was pissed off was the kitchen was bloody dirty. There were frying pan, pots and grease all over. And when I went to the toilet, as it is, I was boiling. After I got up in the morning, it pissed me off to see good food being put on the floor and given to the dog. And then when I saw the kitchen pots and pans lying down there, I went to the balcony where the dogs are, and there was shit and piss all over. So as it is, I was boiling. And then when I went to the toilet to have a bath, there the mirror was dirty and shampoo bottles were just lying down here and there. And that was it. I was like, okay, I need to address this issue once and for all. So told my wife, stop your listening to this mom chant music, whatever, for the baby development. Get it out. Come here. I showed her each and everything. And I told her very clearly, this is your job. My job is this. This is my job. This is what I'm doing. And I'm doing this to earn money for the family. You need to do your job. Your job is not to lie down with your legs up, listening to music, watching YouTube videos and putting food in your mouth. No, I'm sorry. If I was dead, you would be out there on the streets working. So because there are a lot of women out there who are pregnant, single mothers, who don't have father, mother, nobody. There are even women who, even if they're pregnant, they go and sleep around, they have sex because they would get some money to feed their family. Women are doing this. So you're not doing all this. So you have to do your job, and your job is being a housewife. So I made sure that when she was scrubbing, I stood there, I was scrubbing with her. And I told her, either I do this or I do that. And if I do that, I don't need you. I was point blank. I mean, this might sound blunt to you. I'm sorry, but everyone needs to do their work. Everybody. There's no free food. You know, even a rich guy, a multi-billionaire, if he gets sugar candy, he gets a sexy girl who's just meant to, you know, be his arm candy. She has to do work. She has to give him a good blowjob. She has to suck and swallow. She has to open every hole of her body and satisfy him. That's her deal. She is supposed to, you know, keep him happy, look sexy, look slim. She has a job. There's no free money. It's not that, you know, these rich guys get these beautiful girls and that's it. They don't have to do anything. Money doesn't grow on trees, my friend. It is hard work. I told my wife, earn your position as being my wife. And I made her work. And I was with her. So I made sure she understood the job. We cleaned everything together. Then I took her to the bathroom, cleaned everything. I took her to the balcony, cleaned everything. I was there with her. And I told her this, when I was alone, when I didn't have you, I did this by myself. I cleaned the dog's shit and piss. I washed the toilets every day. I cleaned the kitchen. There were no pots, pans, grease, nothing. You know, when I'm even cleaning the stove, I do the same thing. I look at it. I see any grease. I put the spray. I clean it. I make sure it is perfect. That's why I am the best. From the shampoo, even the shampoo bottle doesn't have anything there. It's kept properly. Everything has to be kept in place. Everything has to be clean. That is how you become successful. When you keep everything in order, when you keep everything in place, when everything is spick and span. And the reason I'm teaching this to my wife is so that she learns the values. So that tomorrow if I die, she can, you know, use these principles of keeping things clean, keeping things in order, being disciplined and working. Because if tomorrow I'm not there, she has to work, man. She has to work. Whether she's pregnant, not pregnant, she has a baby, she doesn't have a baby, nobody's going to give her free money. So I need to teach her discipline. And tomorrow when my son or daughter, when they are born, I'm going to make them bloody work. Even if they are small children, they are going to clean the toilets. They are going to clean the kitchen. They are going to take the garbage out. They are going to work. No, I'm not going to give them an iPad. I'm not going to give them an iPhone. No, you are working. And if my kid acts too smart, I'll send him to a goddamn village where my mother-in-law is, And I'll tell the mother-in-law, make him sleep on the floor, make him work in the sun for 12 hours, let him literally cry and suffer. That's where he'll realize the realities of life. Because I'm not going to make it easy for them. That's the only way it will build character. There are a lot of poor people out there. There are small children, 5-year-old, walking 2 miles, 3 miles, 10 miles to just bring drinking water. That is the reality. They sleep on the floor. They eat food which is, with dust and mud. There are children in Africa who are eating sand. Sand. You need to Google this. You need to see it by yourself. They eat sand to fill their stomach. Alright? So if this is the reality out there, my children, my wife, I will give them the best. I'll give them good food. I'll give them a good house to stay. I'll take care of their needs, but they have to earn it. That's as simple as it goes. So I made sure that my wife really, really worked. I showed her. And then I asked my wife, do you think I'm wrong? I asked her, do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm a bad person? Do you think I should apologize? If you feel this is demeaning to clean shit and do all this, I'll do it. I'll do it. But then I don't need you. You go back home. I don't need you. So she said, no, I'm sorry. I'm right. So guys, this is, the reason I'm sharing this with you is not bad about my wife. I really love my wife. I really love my wife. I think she's a gift. I respect her, but she's a young girl who can get carried away in the wrong direction. Just keep this in mind. She was a girl who was sleeping on the floor, working in the farm for 12 hours a day, eating just sticky rice and just forest leaves and curry. And from there, I brought her to a villa. I brought her to a lifestyle where she has 24/7 internet. She has a Samsung phone. She can buy food that she used to eat once a month. Okay, from crabs to lobster to shrimp. She eats every day. Okay, she eats this every. She sleeps in an AC. She is living a dream. She doesn't have to work for it. So she can get carried away in the wrong direction. So it's very important for me to be grounded, to keep her grounded, because I was a typical South Indian. I ate from the dustbin. I slept on the streets. I was poor. We used to go to the forest to answer nature's call to shit for toilet. Is to take this, small little rusted can, go to the toilet, shit, wash, and people who used to pass by and see us shitting. I've done that. I've done that. Okay? The food used to be boiled in an earthen pot with, firewood kept outside, and they used to cook, and it was a black wooden pot, earthen pot. So we used to eat with our hands. This is me, Indian, eating with a hand, And if you drop a fruit or a chocolate down, oh, it was expensive. We used to wipe it and used to eat it, So I've lived that life. So I'm grounded. I'm with my roots. So if I'm telling my wife something, or if I'm going to make my child do something, it's not that I've not done it. I've done it. Okay? Today, if I'm living this luxurious life, it's because I went through all this. So, good food is not meant to be given to a dog. No, it's not. If I buy, let's say, $20 cheese or $50 I spend for something really nice, that's not for my dog. I'm sorry. I don't know about you. There are certain people from the West who spend $15,000 on beautifying their dog or getting a surgery for their dog. I'm sorry, I don't come from that school of thought. If a dog had to be given $15,000, I've spent $3,000 for my dog's operation because that was my dog. It fell down, it fractured its paw. I took responsibility for it, okay? But I'm not going to spend ridiculous amount of money taking a bank loan to, give my dog a few more years of life. Maybe it's better if the dog dies. Sorry, but that's how it is. If you feel you have $15,000, please give it to me. I'll be very happy. Or you can start a GoFundMe channel for my dog's operation. Great, kudos. But I'm sorry, I think like an Indian. I am an Indian. There are people who throw their dogs and kill them. I'm at least giving them a better life. So don't need to justify or explain myself to you. With regards to my wife, I want her to have a good life, but a life with responsibility and where she doesn't take her blessings for granted. So yeah, this is my rant whereby I share, my thoughts of having these weird timings to get up and sleep, whereby I made sure that my wife does her part of the job. She listens with no questions asked. She can never raise her temper against me because I'm the man of the house. That's how it is. Sorry, but that's how it is. I'm 41. She's 26. She's still a small kid. And yeah, the importance of keeping things clean and making sure everything is in order. And yeah, freeloaders and bums who are out there. So these are my thoughts. Lloyd from Machedo.com, who's Lloyd Machedo and Think Personal Branding. I just thought I'd share these thoughts with you. Let me know what you think. And yeah, if you can give me an upvote, or you can share my video, or you can put your comments on there. Love to hear from you. Your support always does matter. Oh yeah, and one more good news is completed 6,000 answers on Quora, which is good. Makes me feel nice. Hard work. I really worked hard to reach there. Anyway, Lloyd from LloydMachedo.com, who's Lloyd Machedo and Think Personal Branding. If you do want to contribute to my channel, please go to PayPal, LloydMachedo.com. Would appreciate. And whatever support that you have, let me know. Questions that you have, send it to me. I would love to hear from you. This is me saying goodbye for now.